Hey, everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Tracy.
And this is Jack's Treasures. That's our cat, Jack. That's our namesake. And this is our continuing series of Q&A questions on YouTube, where we ask and try to answer to the best of our ability.
Which isn't always good.
Right. Questions that we have or that people have had about us that are interested in reselling, or they're new to reselling, or they're like me and Tracy that are very experienced. We've been reselling for a combination of close to 40 years. So combined, obviously. So today's question is where to source for items. And of course, first thing we should just cover is what is sourcing.
Well,
Okay.
sourcing is finding new inventory for your reselling business.
That is my favorite topic so far that we have done, is what is sourcing, because sourcing is treasure hunting. It's looking for those treasures that you can buy at a low cost and turn around and sell at a higher price.
And for most resellers, it's the more fun part of reselling. I
Yeah.
mean, because let's be honest, packing, not a lot of fun.
No.
Listing
can be,
it can
but
be.
nah.
I find that relaxing. Usually I'll put
Yeah.
my earphones on. But the fun part is going out treasure hunting
and finding that diamond in the rough. And if you're like me and Tracy, having the other person shove it in your face. Just ask her about Nora Fleming. Okay. Because we both saw the item. All right. So that's what sourcing is. Sourcing is basically going on that treasure hunt. So where can you go to treasure hunt? Wow. That's an amazing question right there. And it's a one that probably could take us about 2 hours.
Before we go further, let's talk about what's your favorite place to source. What would you say is your favorite?
Yeah, see, that's the one thing. I have so many favorites. It really just depends on what I'm looking for. I think for us, well, for me, it's definitely yard sales. I love sourcing yard sales because yard sales give me the opportunity to, one, we record a lot when we go to yard sales, and two, it's probably the cheapest of all of the sourcing. It can be. I mean, there's others that can be cheaper. One of them in particular, but for yard sales, it's that fun and excitement of going into a yard sale and then having the guy run right past me going, got any watches, any gold, antique, got any guns,
Pokemon cards,
got any video games and stuff, because every single yard sale they have it. When we have our yard sale, we have those same type of things. So it's that big question is, for me, it is definitely yard sales. What about you? What's your favorite?
Storage auctions.
Storage auctions. Yeah, I will definitely say that Tracy's favorite is storage auctions.
I do. I love storage auctions. And for me, that is the reselling sourcing activity I participate in just about every day. I pull up my little apps and
it's very costly too for us.
That's not to say we buy every day. We maybe buy one or two storage units a month, if
now.
That. But
okay, when we had our retail storage building, which was 1,600 square feet,
we did a lot more.
We did. Okay, this thing was supposed to be where we were going to source, and then we were going to process, which we'll cover what processing is in another video. We were supposed to do all of that. 1,600 square feet. I mean, this thing is huge. Okay,
a nice sized little house.
Yeah. All right. We filled it in a month. So much so, a month.
Couple months.
A month. Okay. So much so that we couldn't even get in and out of the dang thing because I had stuff everywhere. I had stuff piled on top of them, piled on top of them, piled on top of again.
But we are a little
check
bit
our
more,
videos
we are
on
a little
YouTube.
More
Look at our past
now.
videos on YouTube, and I guarantee you'll see.
When was that? Like late 2020 into 2021.
I don't know, but their videos up on that one. Site. Okay, so top places to resourcing really depends on your area and the time of the year.
And your abilities as
That's right.
buyer.
Yeah, to be able to get out, to be mobile, to find yard sales. I mean, yard sales aren't happening here, and we're in Atlanta, Georgia area, and basically it's
yard
winter
sales
time.
Are dead right now here.
It is coming up on February. All right, I'm about to be 60, so happy birthday to me. Okay. But yard sales aren't really around right now. So we can't go to yard sales. So now we go to other places like storage auctions.
Mm-hmm.
Storage auctions are awesome places to get inventory, with
If
the exception of this. You don't know what you're getting. At a yard sale, you know what you're getting because you're
right,
picking it up. Okay. At a garage sale, or I'm sorry, at a storage auction, you're getting everything in the storage auction.
yep,
Everything that's in that unit is now yours.
rats and all.
Yeah, rats, food out of date for 10 years, that's yours. Okay.
2 tons of navy beans. Those are now
That's
yours.
yours. Okay. Fecal matter. Okay. Urine. That's yours. Okay. And you can't take it.
Unidentified animal bones.
Yes, that's now yours. Okay. Fake earbuds that you think is about probably $15,000 worth of merchandise. That's yours.
SEX toys.
Yes.
Used.
Lots of those. Okay. And I do mean lots. All right. In the Atlanta area, that's another thing too. Are there storage units available in your area? If you live in a very, very small town or a very rural area,
You
might
have to
not
drive a
have.
long
You might
way.
have to drive a little ways to get the storage units. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, and I guarantee you every day, with the exception of probably Sunday, there's about probably 500 storage units up for auction
There's
on
at least a good
those
handful
things.
every day.
Okay. So that's another place. A place that we've never been to, but we want to experience, is an auction house.
Right.
Okay. Where they auction off lots of items,
Or single items.
or a single item at an auction where you have bidders bidding on those particular items. We do have an auction house that's fairly close to us, but we've never actually been to them yet, mainly because we do the storage auction. So we have a ton of inventory for that, and a ton of inventory
And
from
I've
yard
heard
sales
that
and other
it's a
things.
lot more like pallet stuff there, which is
Yeah.
not our favorite anyway. But
Yeah, we've never done the pallets yet, but that's another place that you can source. So far we've gotten yard sales, we got storage auctions, and auction houses. What do you?
probably the easiest way to get into reselling place to go source or thrift stores.
Yeah.
Because there are thrift stores everywhere, be it a Goodwill, St. Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army, or little independent thrift stores around. And those are, they're open usually
Habitat for Humanity.
normal business hours that you
Mhm.
can go in and source, any time of the year, and just purchase the things that you want to purchase.
I know that back in the day, there are some YouTubers out there that's all that they sourced was Goodwills, and all I know for one that all that he sourced was men's suits.
Yep.
And he made a killing.
It's funny. We don't really like
suits.
thrift stores that much. We'll pop in one usually when we're traveling just to check out something new.
And it helps us to write it off as an expense.
I don't enjoy thrift stores.
Yeah.
I don't. For me, I do get a little bit of claustrophobia with a lot of people around me. So a busy thrift store like that with people grabbing around me and children playing with the toys and everything, it gets a little overwhelming, a little overstimulating.
And that rolls into our next one, which are Goodwills and Goodwill bins, especially the bins. We went to the ones that, now some of them are really, really good. We went to the one in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay, we were down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And it was like a feeding frenzy of sharks in there. Okay. A little Miss Home Alone over here.
It was scary.
We're going to need a bigger boat. That was what it was
scary.
like. If you literally, and if you ever picture people just standing there and clothes flying up and like cartoons and stuff like that, that's exactly what it was
and people
like.
Grab things right out of your hands, out of your carts.
And if two people have it in their hands, there's a fight. There's a fight. And it is incredibly thin.
But we've also been to very nice ones, like the one in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah. That one was a good one. Nashville, or not Nashville, Chattanooga,
which has been closed for over a year now.
I don't know if they've reopened that one yet, but that's another great place that you could do because you can get stuff by the pound.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's a lot cheaper than a standard.
There are people, if you want to see that in action, there are some people that will go live from there on Whatnot, or they make YouTube videos there.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get an idea what you're getting into before you go there, because it is a different experience than a normal thrift store.
Now, along those lines too, there's estate sales where somebody who has either gotten a divorce or they're downsizing or there was a death in the family where the owners hire an estate sale company to come in and sell their items for them.
Now, that
And
is probably my overall least favorite way to source because number one, that crowding issue, they're always crowded and people are just there and prices are high and
prices are
sometimes the
higher.
houses smell funny and
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
were in one house that we were in Montgomery, Alabama, and we were in,
I'm pretty sure that house is no longer with
oh,
us.
I'm probably sure too. We were going through the house, and I'm almost positive there was a gas leak in the kitchen. And I told Tracy, I said, we need to go, okay,
Mm.
because this house is about. And I told them, I think you have a gas leak in the kitchen, and they said, yeah, we've already contacted the gas company. I'm like, okay, you let people
Bye.
in to do this. I mean, your house is going to blow up any minute now, right? But yeah, estate sales though are pretty good, especially if you get in good with an estate sale
We've
company.
done well in estate sales.
You've
I
done.
just
Shout out
I
to
don't
Maple Street Estate
seek them
Sale
out.
Company. You might want to give them a call if you are thinking about one and you're in the Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
They are exceptional. They're really, really good.
They
We've
did my
actually worked with
grandfather's
them.
estate.
We've worked with them a couple of times where they've asked us if when they've gotten into a really, really big one and they've asked us to come and help out with the estate sale because we've bought a lot of things from them. Well, Tracy would be never again. Me, I do it for them all the time whenever they
There
ask.
was going to be a fight of older ladies
Over jewelry.
jewelry in front of me, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going to wind up in the fight.
So estate sales are a good one. We actually liquidated an estate sale one time during the estate sale. We bargained with the people. I got nicknamed the whale
Shout
shark.
out to the buffalo picker.
Yes, Tommy. He nicknamed me the whale shark. I didn't even know he actually filmed us too. Yeah. So estate sales are a good one. They're a little higher priced, but you can find some deals there, especially with if you get in good with the estate sale company and then you make a deal with them by buying a larger quantity. Yeah. Generally, the more quantity that you buy. Now, other places that you can go are online places to source for materials. Places
such as eBay.
How did you get started reselling?
Well, I got started with Beanie Babies, but for many, many years, my reselling consisted of buying things on eBay to flip on eBay. I would buy things by a large lot, break them up, sell them back on eBay.
Right.
And I did well.
Yeah.
I did very well.
She did. So you can find stuff on eBay. Whatnot is a great place for sourcing because cheap prices are generally cheaper.
Check out JacksTreasures on Whatnot. Every other Friday, we do a $1 sale. Great place to find some cheap inventory.
Yes, definitely. Shop Commons. Shout out to Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker. His website is Shop Commons on the District. And you can that's actually a site designed for resellers where people are selling off inventory that they don't want to deal with and they sell it at a cheaper price so that whoever buys it does have the ability to make some money on it. So it's called leaving meat on the bone. And we've done very, very well on there, selling a lot of quantity because of us buying storage units. We've gotten large quantities of items that we just can't manage because it's just Tracy and I. And for our business model, we cannot, I'm not hiring people to list and do those things. If we did, we would be 100 times bigger than we are now. And that would be just about anybody. And that's just a totally another topic.
I would be a bad boss.
She is a bad boss. Okay. She punched me in the nose last time we were on. Okay. And believe it or not, retail stores. Okay. And not just after Christmas sales or after holiday sales. Okay. There are so many clearance racks at stores where stores just need to move items along. And you could go in there and swoop up great opportunities to get awesome deals at some things. Best deal that we've made so far this year was at GameStop, where we found they were doing buy one, get 3 items free off of their clearance rack. And what did we found? Loungefly new with tag bags. So we would buy one at $60 and then we would find 3 more and buy those. So now we're getting 4 for the price of for $60. Okay, which averages out to be about 15. Well, that's $15 a piece. Okay, and they're all brand new with tags.
But
So
one thing to realize is that retail stores clearance racks, that's not the only way you can find things to resell.
mhm.
It is possible to take normal priced retail items and sell them somewhere else, which is retail arbitrage, which we'll talk about sometime.
Yeah.
Um,
We used to do
we
that
used to
with
do that.
clocks. We used to get these little clocks at Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and literally bring them home. Oh, and the kitty
And the
tunnels.
kitty tunnels.
And
We
bring
would,
them home and list them on Amazon
yep.
and
And
sell them for good money.
we would, after fees and everything, we about doubled our money, and
Mhm.
we made hundreds off those two products. Unfortunately, the bottom kind of dropped out on those two products. If we were so motivated, I guarantee you I could go find other products like that too. There are many people who that's a big part of their business model.
Yeah, they call it retail arbitrage.
But
Okay, and we'll talk about that in one of the things. But those are just some of the places that you can source. So in the comments down below, let us know, what are your favorite places to source? What did we forget?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm sure we forgot
I
something.
mean, I already thought of one, and that's Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplaces.
Or
Yeah,
Craigslist or anything like
Craigslist
that.
or any of those. Newspaper ads.
Yep.
Those might be ones.
Dumpster diving.
Oh yeah, we definitely do have some people that do that. So let us know down in the comments, what did we forget? What's your favorite one? Hit that like button over there. Please
Like,
hit
share,
that subscribe.
Check out StopSoldierSuicide.
Yeah.
There will be a link down below.
And
Pet a cat.
peace out from JacksTreasures.
Meow.